What's up and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance. This is part 1 of season 7, episode 12, and the title of this episode is I Do and I Don't Know. Starting off with Michael and Juliana. So it's the day of Juliana and Michael's wedding. She is still trying to pull herself together, but she's also having a hard time holding back her tears. So Michael, on the other hand, is waiting for her to walk out, and he's in his sneakers. Now, I've seen that done before in weddings, but I think that he should have just maybe stuck to wearing the dress shoes. I feel like he's an older man, number one. He's supposed to be more of a mature man, and he's not Juliana's age. But hey, I don't know. Maybe Juliana wanted him to wear the sneakers to the wedding. So anywho, Juliana is really sad. She hasn't heard from her family still. And finally, she just gets herself together and comes out. And she says seeing Michael made all of her sadness and nervousness go away. So Sarah is officiating this wedding and trying to make light of an awkward situation. During her officiating their wedding, she allows Max, which is Sarah and Michael's son, together to say some sweet words, but I think that it was something that should have been maybe saved for the reception, but it was still really sweet. So Michael and Juliana, they tie the knot, and Sarah says, of course, she's supposed to be bitter, but with all honesty, she says her kids have never been happier. They really had a beautiful wedding. I mean, it did really look nice to be a backyard wedding. I thought it was a really nice looking wedding. Let's move on to Michael and Angela. So Angela gets into a combative argument with Michael in front of his family. And I feel like that discussion could have waited until they got in the car or back to the hotel. But that's Angela for you. So Michael finally opens his mouth and tells Angela she's his woman to be and his wife, and he's not leaving her, adding he's old enough to make his own decisions. So Michael tells the camera crew that he understands where his family is coming from, but he loves Angela and is not leaving her for anything. Michael's family tells Angela they support the marriage and want them to get married quickly to start a family. But Angela can't even give this man any kids though. So to me, this is just a waste of time, and it's so hilarious. I don't even know why they're keeping up with this charade, but okay, if you like it, I love it. So at dinner, Angela tells Michael's family she's going to think about having the wedding in Nigeria. Let's move on to Robert and Anny. So Robert is taking Anny to look at shoes, and he's basically trying to do damage control from the other night. So Robert ends up apologizing to Anny for his actions and on the behalf of his brother as well. He tells Anny that it's them against the world, and he would like to move forward in planning their wedding. Let's move on to Tania and Syngin. So Syngin's friend is down from Philadelphia to visit him. He's known him for 8 years, and they used to stay in the same town in South Africa. I believe his friend got married, and that's how he ended up in Philadelphia. He's been in Philadelphia for 3 years. I believe that's what Syngin said. So Syngin opens up to his friend that things have been difficult. Now, I don't doubt that Syngin gave up a lot to come to the U.S., but when he said he gave up animals, I was so weak. I mean, I was through. His friend tells the camera crew that Syngin has to decide if this is worth it. Is Tania worth it? He tells Syngin, you've given up everything for Tania. Is he sure that it's the right decision? Let's move on to Blake and Jasmin. So Jasmin stayed at her sister's, and the next day she decides to head over to Blake's brother's place so that they can talk about what happened the other night. Jasmin wants to know how long Blake stayed at Everett's birthday party. Did he drink? How many drinks did he have? It's just too much. Jasmin feels like because they have a wedding coming up that Blake should be spending more of his time with her and not his friends. So Blake tells her by her not showing up, it made him look bad. She responds that she doesn't think that it's a big deal. But during their confessional with the camera crew, she decides to apologize. Let's move on to Emily and Sasha. So Emily and Sasha have rented a beachside house for their wedding. So on the way there, I'm trying to figure out why in the world was Sasha even driving? He has no license to drive in the US. Why is he driving? So moving on, once they get there, Sasha and Betsy have a private talk. And Betsy says to Sasha, "Can you promise to love my sister forever?" Sasha says, "If she supports me, I will do the same." Betsy tells the cameras that she hopes that Sasha proves her wrong and is a wonderful husband to her sister. She's hoping this time he takes the marriage seriously and tries to make it work. I don't know. Comment down below. Let me know if you think that Sasha's capable of sticking this marriage out this time, staying in this marriage, because like I said, we all know his past and he doesn't really have a great past when it comes to marriage. So with that being said, comment down below, do you think that him and Emily will make it? Let's move on to Anna and Mursel. So Anna says that Mursel went back to Turkey, but ended up calling her saying that his parents said that he can get married. Anna is waiting to hear from Mursel because he had an interview with the U.S. Embassy. Now, he went there requesting that his K-1 visa be reissued. Mursel finally ends up calling Anna and says that he got his visa reissued and that he'll be there in 2 days. They also have to get married in 2 days before it expires. So Anna is nervous to let her boys know this, her family, her friends, basically to let them know that the wedding is back on. She's nervous and excited that they're getting a second chance. So next they show Mursel in Turkey, smiling, grinning from ear to ear. And then they go straight into the fact that his family was very angry with him. And he says that his mother changed her mind because she saw that he was hurting. So I really need to hear your thoughts on 90 Day Fiance. This was season 7, episode 12. Again, this was part 1 of season 7, episode 12. The title of this episode is I Do and I Don't Know. Give this video a big thumbs up and share with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified on the next time that I make an upload. And I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.